By the way, you
All
you
right, cool.
interrupted. Damn, you
I'm
interrupted my
sorry.
intro. But
I'm sorry.
what is up everyone? Oscar here from the Real Talk podcast, along with Jason Alamillo or JSports. I don't go by the Real Talk podcast. I don't know why I said it that way. I guess Jason interrupting the intro and ruining my flow.
You don't have one.
Um, Shut up. Oh, just like Washington doesn't have a flow. Oh,
We have more flow
um,
than I am together.
damn.
Oh! All right, continue.
Hold on. Let me make sure that our audio is actually coming clear because uh, why didn't you open the URL? Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right. So, like I said, like the title states there, we're going to be recapping the Eagles game from yesterday on both sides. There's a lot that I want to get off my chest that I didn't express in the video because I thought I would be in a good mood this morning when I actually recorded, but when I remembered that Washington lost 27-17 and the defense and Scott Turner and Jack Del Rio were just plain awful, I decided to do that video. So let's talk about this game, and then we'll talk about Dallas and what. Whoa,
I
are you
was good.
good?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. We'll talk about Dallas as well this upcoming Sunday night. Even though Washington, I'm following some stuff from John Keim right now, and a Washington football team beat reporter, and I'm following. I guess like Ron Rivera is going through like a press conference right now, and Ron Rivera stating that he would be disappointed if Washington doesn't make the playoffs. And I replied, I'm like, then why did y'all lose last night? Why did y'all lose last night? Like y'all basically in that first quarter, you guys looked alive, but after that, you let the Eagles run all over you like you have like the Eagles have done pretty much since to the recollection of my memory. Because the Eagles, let's not let's forget about Washington and Dallas and Philly, but the Eagles always somehow, some way, like have Washington's number no matter what. Like there's only like a couple of times that I remember Washington actually like beating down on Philadelphia, but the last few years, Philly and Washington have always either come down to the wire or it's the and Washington barely winning or Philly just beating them down and beating them down good. Oh, did I lose Jason? Jason. Jason, are you there?
All right, can you hear me?
Okay, and now I can hear you.
Yeah, you're right. It's just it keeps muting me. So I think I'm just gonna always have to do it on Windows. But I mean, yeah, I don't know if you wanted me to respond.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, no, you're right. I mean, and I think kind of what we're seeing in the NFL is everything going crazy. And for me, what I see right now is in terms of Washington, that game. Look, what we knew about the Eagles in the beginning was, oh my God, the Eagles aren't doing great. They're doing horrible. Um, they're not going to do great. Okay, so that was the first thing. The other thing that we realized about Philly was the fact that look, they are climbing back up, and they're not only climbing, they're like clamoring to get into the finals. So you're right. There were only a couple. So throughout the game, the third quarter, y'all had no chance. That game was just that third quarter was like if Philadelphia was by itself playing. The opportunities that Washington did have, to use a pun, it fumbled because it didn't do much with those opportunities, right? They kept dropping the ball, or y'all kept getting sacked. First off, Garrett Gilbert didn't have a bad game at all to me, but your defense didn't protect him. And as anyone knows in the NFL,
the defense didn't stop the Eagles offense. Remember?
That's right. But nobody protected Gilbert either. But you're
That's
right.
the offensive line right there.
Okay, well, see, I'm still learning. But I mean, you're right. Where's your offensive line? Where was it last night? And the you're right. Your defense. I mean, come on, Terry McLaurin. Where's Scary Terry at? Of course, he's out, right? So
no, he was playing. He got that 40-yard bomb.
He did. So now, I would say to me, the player of the game was Garrett Gilbert. But yeah, Washington did miss a lot of opportunities, and there were a lot of. I think you'll get to it. The play calling was definitely holding Gilbert back for sure too.
Yeah,
those are my takeaways. Is Dallas? Why do I keep saying Dallas? Washington had a lot of missed opportunities, and I think the fact that the defense couldn't stop the Eagles' offense. The one thing they're always that the Eagles are great at is running the ball. That's their bread and butter. That's the cup of tea. That's everything. And I was just, I know you went over in your preview video. You have to take on their their run game, their run game, because their ability to run the ball is immaculate. That's what they've always been known for. And Washington couldn't stop it. I mean, those are my thoughts there, honestly.
Yeah, I can't believe I literally replied that. I wonder how much heat I'm going to get.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean...
I can't wait.
Whenever I make replies like that, why'd you lose? I replied this morning to a tweet about the Golden Knights who lost. And I said, well, they were saying, sad face emoji. And I said, sad face emoji. I said, well, maybe if your team played like a hockey team.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to. I predicted it, man. I predicted it. I told you the Golden Knights were going to lose.
Oscar, I have a soda, but I will effing curse on your channel. I will get you banned, Oscar. Don't do it. You are completely live. There's no editing this thing. So don't make me lose my damn mind, Oscar. I will lose my mind, and I will not stop cursing. So you better be careful. Do you want to end up in YouTube jail, Oscar? I don't think you want to end up in YouTube jail like me. So you better be careful not to piss me off.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it, bro. Like, I literally was like, whatever. The Golden Knights. I fell asleep. And since you said the Tampa Bay Lightnings aren't playing the Tampa Bay Lightnings in the last 2 years, I was like, okay, the Golden Knights will pull it off. I think I was still I was falling asleep. And next thing you know, I'm like, you know what? It was like 2 a.m. I was like, damn. I'm curious to see what the final score was. Maybe the Golden Knights, got a winning goal. Nope. I was like, oh, Jason's definitely not gonna be too happy.
No, and if you keep going, I'm really about to curse, and I don't think that's how you want to start off your show here today. Is that really how you want to start off, Oscar?
I'll push your buttons later.
Oh, I'm ready.
I mean, depending on how it goes Sunday night, I'll probably break my own rule and be cursing on my show on Sunday.
And then I'll ask you about Eden Hazard.
Oh, damn. You see, damn. Like they play in like an hour, so we got to keep track of the time. But anyway,
yeah, number 7. My man. Love that guy.
So so you know how I posted my Real Madrid. I don't know if you kept tabs on my channel for this morning, but I
Yeah,
literally
I did. Yeah.
posted up. So I posted the Real Madrid stuff, right? And I put so before I went public, I had number seven's actual name like in the title. I was like, oh wait,
Ah!
gotta change it. I was like, gotta change it. And then
Ah! Come on, man. You don't have to change it. You could leave it as Eden Hazard.
nope.
I like how I
I
keep
re-
saying
I
Eden
I, I,
Hazard's name
I
on your
refuse.
channel.
I refuse to call him by his name. He is now number seven and only
No,
number seven.
he's not he's Eden Hazard to me.
Unfortunately, I don't know Robin Leonard's number, so or the goal. Oh, I was going to say goalkeeper, goaltenders.
Let's see.
Um,
I don't even know his number. I think it's number 60. No. Alexa, what's Robin Leonard's number? It won't tell me.
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Darius Leonard wears number 53 for the Indianapolis Colts.
No.
they didn't ask you. They gave me an Indianapolis Colts player. That is just golden.
Hold on, let me try it again. Alexa, what jersey number is Robin Leonard from the Vegas Golden Knights?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Wikipedia.org, his number, 99, was retired league-wide the following season.
Who the is it talking anyway?
Robin Leonard jersey number 90. I asked.
Is it 90?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So
ask Echo. Just say instead of saying number, like just say jersey number and see if it gives you a direct response.
Alexa, Robin Leonard jersey number.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Oh, Jesus.
Dang. Echo is getting dumber and dumber. Can't believe.
Yeah, it's hitting Siri levels because Siri. Oh, you know what? Today I asked who are the offensive linemen for Dallas because for some reason I couldn't remember, right? And it started giving me Tyron Smith, and I'm like,
yeah, he is one.
He is, but I said who are. I didn't say, right? So yeah, no, I did see that. Oh, that's funny. Oh boy.
But let's talk about how are you feeling about Dallas and Washington? You know, obviously Washington is still dealing with their COVID issues. And Dallas is somehow, even though they found a way to win back-to-back games, their offense is still kind of sputtering. So, what are your thoughts for Sunday night?
Sunday night.
Let's start it from there.
All right. Well, and then I want to kind of get to the stats of the Giants game just to kind of see how I'm feeling.
Yeah, go ahead.
But for Sunday night, I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling Washington. Here's the thing, and I told you this last night, and I meant it. I personally, Washington is missing too many players, and last night, you know,
it was noticeable.
It was noticeable, yeah, and it's the first thing I forgot to say. Right off the bat, I really forgot to say it was you could tell without J.D. McKissick and then Landon Collins getting injured, and then William Jackson getting. Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
And then you have all these other guys. You get Kyle Allen,
fourth string, fifth string, like people literally that come.
Like almost
like Washington gets like semi-retired players like Garrett Gilbert.
Yeah, who's 30 years old. And I mean, you could just notice it. So personally, like I told you last night on the phone, and I meant it, I don't know that I want Dallas to play Washington, not because, I think they're going to lose. Last year they were going to lose, and they did. It's that you guys are missing too many players. I don't think it's a fair game when Dallas has got most of their weapon, in fact, their entire defense practically, and maybe a couple of their offensive linemen missing. I don't think it's right, but for this Sunday, I'm feeling good. Now, for the stats that I wanted to go over, So I'll read this off of ESPN. Dak Prescott went 28 of 37 for just 217 yards and a touchdown, registering his second lowest average depth of target, 5.8, so far this season. Only 35.1% of 35.1% of Prescott's attempts traveled past the first down marker, his fourth lowest marker this year. The former fourth round pick also produced two turnover worthy plays, breaking his total to 8 over his last three contests, and failed to generate a big time throw for just the fourth time all season. Prescott did find limited success in play action, completing 8 of his 12 attempts and 71 yards and a touchdown, as the Cowboys ran the concept a season high 32.5% of the time. So I read that because I'm going to get to Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's doing great. And I know you're arguing, Jason, he's your quarterback. You got a great quarterback. He's no Taylor Heineke. I always say Taylor. It's Tyler Heineke. He's not this guy.
It's Taylor. Oh, and you touched something. You're muted now.
All right, you got it?
Yeah, now I can hear you now.
All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, I touched the cord. But you were saying something.
No, I was just saying that his name is not Tyler, it's Taylor.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's Taylor.
Okay, so I do say it right. People tell me I say it wrong. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure it's Taylor. But I know you say that. But here's the thing with Dak, right? You just heard all those stats. So did he play better last weekend? Yes. Was the ground game better for the team? Yes. Did they run the ball better? Yes. Now, the play calling by Mike McCarthy, terrible.
Not as bad as Scott Turner.
No, it's not. But Mike McCarthy's explanation: we call it an end zone thing. We call it by the way, we also call it a red zone. And by the way, like you're trying to explain to the media who knows football what the red zone and the end zone are and all that. There's no reason why you can't make a call at 10 seconds. You make the call, you take a timeout, and then you shoot the ball down the end zone, probably get a touchdown, maybe get a field goal or something. And so for Dak, what I want him to do is complete his passes, get those swing passes. He had a throw to Michael Gallup that went bad. He had a fumble. Was it on third down? I think he thought that Lamb had blocked Lorenzo Carter, like I said on my review, and I think I said on your channel too. And so he needs to kind of fix that. I know New York is known for its wins whenever football games come up, but so I would hope he gets that. Now for the running back, here's what it says here. Running back Ezekiel Elliott out-touched backup Tony Pollard 19-15, yet was outgained 87-72 as Pollard continues to appear the more effective of the two backs. Pollard's three.
Yeah, not saying anything, dude, but that's the one guy. I don't care. Like Ezekiel, you saw that Washington was able to contain Ezekiel Elliott. Tony Pollard, I fear him more than Ezekiel Elliott, to be honest. Continue.
Yeah. So before I read on, I mean, you could tell because I was watching Law Nation and they were going over plays by Ezekiel Elliott. And you look at 2016 to 2018 Ezekiel Elliott, whenever he would, get the ball and he was trying to run, he would run to the hole and get to the end zone and actually stretch and make leaps and do whatever he needed to. And was able to evade, people like your guys and all of that and people's defense. Now Ezekiel Elliott is a little slower. Now look, he looked better in this game against the Giants. So could it be that hey, his knee's getting better? Maybe. I don't know what it is.
No, because the Giants suck.
Yeah, it could also be that. ESPN didn't mention that, but I'm like, oh yeah, but then you have the Giants. Now it says Pollard's 3 missed tackles led all ball carriers, and the third-year pro accrued 50 yards after contact to Elliott's 45. Elliott scored the duo's lone touchdown, scampering in from 13 yards out midway, and someone's texting me midway through the first quarter. So right here, the Tony and the Zeke Pollard debate. Look, I think Pollard is Zeke is great. Someone put it. I wish I remembered the way they worded it, but kind of good at just running down to the hole. But when he needs to make a little bit of an extra stretch, a bit of an extra play, that's not it anymore. Tony Pollard's the new guy for that. And a lot of people say no. If Ezekiel Elliott wasn't injured, okay, maybe because before his injury he was out touching and out gaining Tony Pollard, but that's not the case anymore.
Yeah.
For CD Lamb, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, they need to Noah Brown, Cedric Wilson, I think, is out against guys like Terry McLaurin, Cam Sims, Antonio Gandy Golden, DeAndre Carter, Adam Humphries, Curtis Samuel. They need our wide receivers. Whenever Dak throws, the thing is, Dak was also throwing very low. So you have guys that are scrambling to get to their feet, trying to get to their feet so they can get the ball. So Dak isn't throwing right. Okay. That's something that someone who could see was saying that, yeah, Dak's throwing very, very, very low. So these guys are kind of having to bend over and then get the ball and then trying to scramble to get up. And Dak was also scrambling. So our wide receivers, I kind of feel for them. That's where Dak needs to get those swing passes better. He also needs to, complete his passes, throw better. He needs to, going back on Dak before I get on the receivers, be careful with what you see and what you think you see. We've discussed how, what's his name? How Trayvon Diggs sometimes makes the wrong call, sees the wrong thing, jumps too soon, he gets burnt too much. Basically, that's going to be Dak.
Anthony Brown pass interferences
all the time. Yeah.
Or dropped interceptions.
Brown is good at that. Jordan Lewis, Michael Parsons, and all of them, they're good. But again, on the wide receivers, make sure you're catching the ball. And if you're, I think it was CD Lamb. No, I think it was Dalton Schultz. It went off his hands and through his hands like butter. Catch the damn ball. The weather this weekend in Washington, I looked it up. It's gonna be cold, but
We're playing in Dallas.
Oh, that's right, in Dallas. Dallas gonna be a little warmer, and there's no such thing as wind this weekend. So
unless they open up the roof.
But Dallas is scheduled to keep it closed. I saw that on ESPN this morning. So catch the goddamn ball for the receivers. Now, hold on. I have something else for my defensive guys. Really, I've got not much to say about the defense. Our front four with Gregory. Why am I forgetting my guys? Gregory Parsons.
It's 11 a.m. your time, and you're not used to thinking.
I'm not used to thinking at 11 a.m. in the goddamn morning. Gregory Parsons and all those other guys. Jordan Lewis, Trayvon Diggs,
Leighton Vander Esch.
He hasn't been.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
There you go. All those guys, even also Dizua, if he plays, they're doing perfectly well. Here's my complaint that last weekend they had Micah Parsons as edge rusher. Why? He's decent at edge rusher. Put him as pass rusher.
That's the
That's why
same
the
thing.
game.
That's the same thing.
Well, so what's the position they had him in then? It was
Linebacker.
no, it was something else. Either way, they didn't have him in the pass rusher. Let him just keep. Here's the thing: he's great as the pass rusher. If they leave him there, he's getting sacks everywhere. So really for the defense, it's just that, and keep getting those interceptions, keep getting those sacks, and our offensive linemen, of course, have to protect Dak, of course. So I would be curious to see how they do against your offensive linemen too. If it's anything like last game, Antonio Gibson had an okay game. He scrambled most of the game last night, from what I saw. I don't know if you saw the same thing.
Yeah, but not as good as
Yes.
what it needed to be.
Yeah, that's why I said he was scrambling most of the time. It wasn't. I felt like he had a lackluster game last night, and I'm not saying it to be mean or to what. No,
No,
I'm just
I
saying,
know. It's just this Washington team depresses me. Like I was like they were
your fourth quarter
all
was good.
yeah. The first quarter, I was like, all right, 10-0, we're good. Nope, it was Philly, bro. I remember a couple of years back, that horrible season a couple of years back when Dwayne Haskins was the quarterback. Granted, they didn't give him the start yet. Washington was up 17-0, and this is 17-0 at the end of the first half. At the end of the first half in itself, nope, they lost 27-17.
Yeah.
Granted,
And I
Washington.
mean, you got it in the fourth quarter.
Washington did the same thing to Philly last year too. They were up. Philly was up 17-0, and then somehow Washington wins 27-7. I just find that as poetic justice right there.
Well, Washington was good last year. Washington was just winning and winning and winning.
Yeah, but the four game win streak is over. Like they lost players to COVID before the Dallas game. They kept on getting COVID cases last week.
Yep.
They got COVID. They got some players back, but they didn't do much. And then Landon Collins, William Jackson gets hurt. So like I am not looking forward to Sunday night. Like
I said, it's gonna be unfair in all honesty. I just don't. I don't.
I'm gonna title the live stream Washington versus Dallas reactions with Jason Alamillo. Dallas by 40. That's what I'm gonna title it. Watch. Oh, you're muted again.
Okay.
Okay, you're good now.
Yeah. What's funny is I was talking. Yeah, I don't know, by 40. Like I said,
with third and fourth string guys, and maybe even fifth or sixth string. Yeah, like dude, like I have no faith in.
Listen, I have no faith in my offense. Look, dude, everyone's asking, "What do you?"
I don't care. I don't care. Look, Washington's defense is going to be Swiss cheese.
You don't think your defense is going to be good? Well,
no,
you are missing a good bunch of your players, so and your main players. Look, another thing I wanted to say: keep Connor Williams at left guard. Keep Connor Williams at left guard. He was absolutely a boss. Connor McGovern, keep him at fullback. He's better there. And with Connor Williams at left guard, they're able to pull linemen now. And just because he's able to do that, Connor McGovern isn't. That's another thing I'm praying that they do. They got to take on Antonio Gibson. They got to force turnovers from Washington. I think they're able to do that just fine, honestly.
Oh,
that's
man,
the
Jason,
thing.
You're cutting out again. You're cutting out.
I'm cutting out. I'm not even muted. Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me?
Wait, can you hear me? I think it's something on my end. Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, now I can hear you fine.
Hold on.
All right, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, so you can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so let me push this. Hold on a second. I might be muted again. Hold on. All right, can you hear me, Oscar?
Yeah.
All right, so I fixed the mic. All right. So I forgot the last thing we were saying.
Something about Connor
Oh,
McGovern or Connor
yeah.
Williams being a
Yeah.
fullback.
Yeah. Keeping Connor Williams at left guard. They're able to pull the lineman because he's able to do that. Keep Connor McGovern as fullback. Keep now the Ty and Seki Terrence Steele debate. They keep doing this shuffling the blindside protector. They can't be doing that. You got to pick Terrence Steele, Ty and Seki. Pick a freaking guy and stick with him. Don't be switching them all the time. I also said forcing turnovers. We can definitely get Washington. We can get Washington to.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't even get me started.
Tell me about those turnover problems with Washington. Yeah.
I mean, did Washington turn it over yesterday? I can't even remember.
Mm-hmm. They did. I heard I don't know how many times, but the commentators were saying it last night.
Hold on. I'm trying to remember. No. Anything that they fumbled away or something, they recovered back.
They recovered it, but what did they do with it?
It was the Eagles that kept on threw that interception, and Washington got the touchdown off of that, and then they fumbled, and then they scored a field goal off of that.
But that
after
was
that, but after that
was two opportunities. Yeah, after that, that was it. You guys didn't do much until you guys had a 10-0 lead. Then they get it's 10-7, and then they take the lead.
No, it was 10-3.
10-3. I'm sorry. Then they tie it, and then I think it was another touchdown. So now they're up by 7.
Yeah, like so here the reason why I didn't see that drive because I literally right when they went to halftime I was like, all right, let me go eat my dinner. So I was like, maybe
you missed 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, like when I came back, they were already in the red zone. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Basically, it looked like Washington didn't even show up to play the third quarter. That's what it honestly looked like.
And parts of the fourth quarter because they didn't score a touchdown until it was like midway through the. That's another thing. I think I forgot.
Fourth. Yeah, about what?
I forgot to mention it in my video, and I guess like I wanted to say it, but Washington just lacked urgency. It was bad play calling because they lacked urgency. Because they lacked urgency, it was bad play calling. Like, why do you keep on running for 1 year? Like, you have it 1st and 10. Okay, fine. You like to write it on 1st down. Okay, that's fine. 2nd down and 9. If it's 2nd down and long, you shouldn't even be running the football at that point. Maybe if it's like 2nd down and 5, 2nd down and 4. Okay, that's fine. Run it if you want. But if it's second down and more than 6, you should be throwing that thing, not running it. Like, it was so predictable. Like, funny enough, dude, I remember let me tell you. I wanted to ask you this on the live stream real fast.
Okay.
And I wanted to save it for Washington when we were doing the live stream, but since we're just sitting here and I'm already done. Washington, I already said it. Washington's gonna lose by 40. I don't care. They're gonna lose by 40.
I don't think so. I'll tell you what. Let me say this before you ask your question. They're not going to lose by 40. If they do lose by 40, oh my god. Oh shit. Oops. Sorry, Oscar. If my offense, you could okay. We've said it against the Giants and with Washington where we won 27-20. Our defense kept you guys at bay, and then they lost. Our defense kept you guys at bay, but then obviously they didn't stop your offense, and you guys came back to score that 7 points or however many it was to get to 17, or to 20. They didn't stop you guys. So here's my problem. It's going to be the defense carrying the team again. Everyone can say it. Randy Moss, what's his name? Michael Vick, Michael Irving, even Stephen A. Smith, who hates the Cowboys. They've all said it. And the guy, Michael Husk? No. Randy Musk, or whatever his name is. The guy remember the guy you played on the FaceTime call with me and Naeem? That YouTube video? Anyway.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I just can't remember what his name is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've said his name. Anyway, all of them have been saying, Shannon Sharp, even Skip Bayless, that offense, that defense is going to carry this game. The offense will make a little bit of noise, but again, it's if the receivers keep dropping the ball, if they keep reshuffling the blindside protector, if they don't put Connor Williams at left guard, whatever they do, the defense will carry the team and carry the game for them, carry their water. But in order for us to win by 40, our offense needs to manage their drives, control them, but also finish them off. Too many times they don't finish them, or the pass is incomplete, or they get closer to the end zone and then it doesn't go through. They don't run it through the hole that well, pretty much. And so, yeah, you can say if they win by 40, it means the offense comes alive. Oscar, I don't think they're going to win by 40. That's 20. I give it 20. Look at you went against the Eagles. Look at the Eagles. They won by what's the score again?
10.
They won by 10 against a bunch of guys that, let's face it, aren't your main guys. So they aren't your main guys, and yet they only won by 10. So if your offense doesn't come alive, you're not going to win by 40.
No.
You know?
I said it here first, folks.
I look, do I think it's possible? Sure. But again, that means that our offense would need to come alive. And our offense would no turnovers, no fumbles, no nothing. And they need to finish their drives. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Now, what was your question you were going to ask?
Hold on. Oh, someone wrote in the chat, but they just put like the fire emoji.
Yeah, I saw that.
So Naeem and I were talking yesterday because at that point, after when that third quarter, I just really wasn't paying attention. Like, all I paid attention to was the offense and seeing if Garrett Gilbert can do anything. That was the only thing that I was actually paying attention to.
I mean,
so Naeem and I were
he did good.
So Naeem and I were like talking before, we did that the 3-way call. And
the 3-way he'll get.
Sorry. I guess he was asking me something about Tom Brady.
Oh my God, don't.
And he was like, he was like, do you think Tom Brady's gonna make it to a Super Bowl? I'm like, I hope not. Like, oh my God, I can't stand that dude.
I can't either.
So like, he was like, yeah, but he's like, it's rare that you see someone win a lot of rings. I'm like, yeah, but the majority of the time he's cheated to get those rings. He was like, is that really a known fact that he cheated? I'm like, yes, because he got suspended for them.
Yeah, that was July 2016. They were playing against the Ravens, and it was they had the ball on the sidelines.
Yeah,
And
like
it looked like it was deflated.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, but it was only that one time. I was like, no,
No, it wasn't.
the Patriots were responsible for spying on their opponents too. I don't know if Tom Brady had anything to do with that because I can't remember because how old was I when that happened? I was 10 years old when that happened, so I really didn't pay attention to NFL news when I was 10.
I mean, yeah, so 2007. That, I mean, like I say with the Dodgers and the Astros.
No. So here he was like, come on, man, but that was only twice. Like, you gotta give it. Like, he didn't. I was like, I don't care. Like, once a cheater, he's like one. I was like, once a cheater in sports, always a cheater in sports. I don't care. I don't like. He was like, well, he demonstrated those other times that he was able to win fair. I'm like, yeah, but that's another thing. Oh, that's funny as crap. I'm about to talk about this in a few minutes. Let me finish this thought. Like he tries to win the referees over. Like, he cries when he doesn't get the play that he wants, and the referees give it to him because he's Tom Brady. I'm like, that's what rubs me the wrong way. Aside from his cheating.
Yeah, there's I don't know what your question is yet, but that's another thing that pisses me off.
Like, I want to ask you, I want to get your thoughts on, so that way we can rip on Naeem. Your thoughts on, is really Tom Brady the GOAT? Even though, I want to get your perspective on, is he really the GOAT? Even though he cheated only twice, and potentially pays off the refs to give him wins that he doesn't deserve.
So, first off, Naeem, the fact that he remembered the score that Washington lost by to the Seahawks, the fact that he knows that he remembered 3 weeks ago, that's impressive in itself. The fact that he knows what football is, probably doesn't even know what football is. First off, if I asked him name 3 positions in football, he probably wouldn't be able to. So that's
if he can Sunday night, I'm gonna invite him to the live stream just to see. I'm curious to see.
I want to humiliate his ass. We'll give him.
If the game is out of hand, I'm not gonna pay attention to it. I'm gonna invite him to the stream so that way we can just feast.
I want to pay attention if it's out of hand.
I don't care what you want.
I care what I want. You're just mad because Washington don't have a chance. Look, maybe they do. I don't know. Like, you know what? Someone said it this morning on a show. Crazier things have happened. Look at the Cardinals. Look at the Cardinals. Oh my, losing. Oh, sorry.
Oh, excuse you.
Losing to the Lions.
Yo, so I'm listening to the live stream, and since there's like a 10-second lag, I literally heard the burp. I was like, damn.
Oh, I did not. I have the volume down. I have to go back. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, they lost to the Lions, right? Look at the Bucks, how bad they lost, and Tom Brady, he lost, and I'll get to my answer. So crazy things have happened. So Washington might get I give them a 10% chance of winning. Or I think it's going to be a closer game than you think. But on Tom Brady. So Tom Brady is a complicated character. First off, he got shut out like that. He hasn't been beat like that, shut out, whatever, since 2006. So 15 years. Here's the thing. My first stance is once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yes.
I don't care. I don't care if you had completed 98% of your 100% of your passes the year before the first year you cheated. I don't care if you have 26 Super Bowl rings, which is impossible, but I don't care if you are the fastest quarterback in the damn game. I don't care what you did. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care about your skill level. To me, that all goes out the window. And I say this about the Carlos Correa and Alex Cora and the rest of the Gavin McGinnis or Gavin, whatever his name is, bitch ass. Anyway, from the Astros, they cheated. They were having cameras and spying on their opponents that way. What are they doing? They would hit the trash can like a couple times for a curveball, this many times for a fastball, this many times for a switch up, a cutter, a slider, or whatever. And Clayton Kershaw was getting hit. And Clayton Kershaw never gets hit. And we proved it right by, oh my God, they actually did cheat. And there was whistling, like they would whistle for, hey, fastball coming, hey, this coming. So, to me, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah.
And to me,
now, if Tom Brady, the 3 Super Bowl rings that he won like before the 07 season, those were actually clean.
See, but that I don't care if he won 6 Super Bowls before he cheated, and they were all clean. Those Super Bowls were all clean. Those are out the window. To me, he cheated during those Super Bowls. I know it's illogical to say that possibly, but he's a cheater. So is he does he pay off the refs? Yes, I do think so. Yes. I mean, you're going to tell me they don't get checks from Tom Brady? You can put it under an LLC. He could have Giselle Bundchen, who's his wife, pay the refs. He could have his company. I think he has a company. They pay. Or he might just give them cash. He might do something, right? Or he's just crying like a little baby, like a little bitch, because he doesn't get his way. Literally, I've seen games where he's just screaming and throwing a 2-year-old little tantrum because he doesn't get his way. So there are pass interference calls and holding calls and dropped interception calls called on a bunch of teams because of Tom Brady's bitch ass little crying ass whatever. So
looks like the cursing on my channel has begun.
Oops. You haven't got me to the point of no return. So, but no, I mean, for Naeem to be saying that, for his, first off, making a girl wait 2 fucking months. Oops. Hold on.
Oh, hey, don't be airing our boys' dirty laundry on air. That's private.
I'm sure he has dirty laundry. Anyway, waiting for a long time to do things. Naeem, so here's my thing. To rip into Naeem even more, it doesn't matter. First off, he doesn't even know why Tom Brady would be the GOAT. He can't tell you, well, he's completed this many of his passes. He's done this kind of thing. He's done that. He's done that. Naeem could never tell you that. Naeem only knows what he hears in the media. And the media are also the propagandists.
Yes.
They play it up. Oh, Tom Brady is the greatest. Oh, my God, look at that. First of all, it's the rest of his team doing the damn work.
Now, if Tom Brady wins a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers again this year, I think he'll shut me up because he actually won 2 rings. He won 2 rings without the team that he cheated.
You can cheat on another team. Alex Cora, who was the manager of the Astros, went to the Red Sox. Dodgers played the Red Sox the next year. with Alex Cora. I think it was Alex Cora. I'm pretty sure it was Alex Cora. Alex Cora there, and they lost, and the Red Sox are now suspected of cheating. Just because you move to another team, it don't, especially with Rob Gronkowski, doesn't mean you can't cheat. It doesn't mean to me he's always going to be. I don't care. I don't care if this year, next year, in 2023, that dude goes to the Super Bowl. I ain't give a damn. He will always be a cheater. He will never earn it in my eyes.
Or the only way that you can cheer for him is in 2024 if the Buccaneers are facing the Raiders in the Super Bowl.
Nope.
Yeah.
I won't cheer for the Bucs. I won't cheer for the Raiders.
Yeah.
I won't even watch the Super Bowl. I won't even review it on my channel. In fact, I might even go out of town and if I might just sleep the whole day. I won't even go to a Super Bowl party. I'm busy. I'm sorry. I will do my schoolwork that day if I ever see the Bucs and the Raiders there. I'd rather see Washington than the Raiders. First off, Raiders would like to see themselves in the Super Bowl, but that's more of a dream, not a
reality.
Not a reality. They're so mediocre. They won yesterday. What was the score yesterday? Or on Sunday?
16-14.
Yeah.
And it was literally a kick at the buzzer.
Yeah. So what? It was a field goal? No. It was
No, it was a field goal.
Yeah. And Tyler hasn't answered my text. I said, wow, it's funny. You guys can only win by a field goal. They lose by field goals. They win by field goals. They don't win by 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 1 touchdown. They don't win. So anyway, my answer to Naeem is this. Stop talking if you don't know anything. Stop. Because Tom Brady's the GOAT. How? Give me exact. That's like if I say Marc-Andre Fleury's the GOAT. Well, he struggled a lot with the Blackhawks. But when it's Fleury, he can do no wrong. First off, he won the Vezina Trophy. He won the Jennings Trophy. He's a 2-time All-Star. I can list those facts. Naeem, all he can say is, well, he's won a bunch of rings. How many? I think he's been to 9.
Oh, welcome to the chat, Mr. Bot.
What did he say?
It's something in another language, and it says something funk rent.
Listen, I'm gonna funk rent your ass, Mr. Bot. Yeah, so with Naeem Abulhal, if you listen to this, don't say jack shit about Tom Brady if you ain't know. The fact is like, oh, it's only twice. Poor excuse. It's just a problem. He's buying into the media narrative because that's all he hears. They never even mentioned his cheating. Never.
You know what I forgot to do?
What?
Before we went live, I forgot to put, because I remember I put my volume up when I recorded my video earlier this morning.
Yeah.
Because there was no echo at the time, like it was dead silent. I forgot that it's not dead silent anymore. So echo kept caught into the stream. Dang.
What echo?
Not echo, but like background noise. Did you not hear my doorbell?
Oh yeah, I thought that was my TV because Emily's watching the show.
No. But breaking news: Nick Sirianni has caught COVID.
Oh, okay. There you go. There we go. Another COVID.
This saddens me. I'm happy that NFL season's kind of like is over. Like it's if they had an outbreak like maybe in September and October, I guarantee you that they probably would have postponed the season.
They have what?
If they had an outbreak in September or October, they would have postponed the season.
Yeah.
But since we're like in the home stretch, I highly doubt that they're gonna.
There's 2 more weeks. That's it. By the way, why
three more weeks and then playoffs? And the playoffs is not like NBA or NHL where like it's like best like a best out of 7 series or something. It's just one and done, which
I think it's better.
One and done.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting because a lot of YouTubers and a lot of analysts think that best out of 7 is better.
Well, in a way, yes, it is, right? But I feel like with football, because the thing is, here's why it's better here. Because with NHL, NBA, and MLB,
Oh, by the way, you can't hear my dog barking, right? Because they're giving him a shower.
yeah. Your doggy. You don't want to put your gain down?
No, I have the volume down, and the game is all the way down too.
Yeah, you can still hear things. Can you hear my dryer?
No.
Okay, it's a little silent, but
Anyway, let's
But what was it?
yeah, wrap this up because I have to go and watch Real Madrid at 3:30. It's already 3:10.
Okay. Well, what were we saying right before you?
Oh, talking about one and done playoffs versus a tournament or whatever they call it.
Yeah. So the best of 7. So the NHL, NBA, MLB, they play one game after a day after. So if they play Monday, they'll play Tuesday, and they'll take a break Wednesday, play Thursday, or they'll play Monday, Wednesday in the NHL, play Friday, play Sunday type deal, right? Football, you really want? What are they gonna do? Play like 3 days a week until they get to 7?
Dude,
I don't see that happening.
do you imagine the injuries, bro? Imagine like they probably be taking bath in ice for the rest of their lives.
Nobody would make the playoffs. The playoffs would be a bunch of players crawling or with wheelchairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dallas Cowboys, the Seattle Seahawks, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wheelchairs, please. Thank you. But no, best of 7 would be nice, but not with football. It's too intense of a sport. Hockey, you still get injuries. You still get baseball, but those are more fast-paced games, except for baseball.
In baseball, you can it's not like
you can't take 7 weeks.
It's not like, and here's the thing with baseball, it's not like you have like all 11 or 22 players playing at the same time.
Yep.
Like it's just one player throwing it, one player trying to hit the ball and move on to the next base. And then you get another player, and it depends on if that player either gets 3 outs or if they go on to the next base and stuff like that.
If they walk it, if they get walked, which they would hit 4 balls and then they're walked, or if the umpire walks.
Hey, see, at least I know something about baseball. And then that I hate baseball and I don't pay attention to it.
Naeem doesn't pay attention to life. Oh.
Anyway, let's wrap this up. Let's leave this straight StreamYard. Jason's obviously saying that Washington isn't going to lose by 40. He's saying 20 at the most.
I think so. 20. Because my offense needs to come alive. Everyone is saying it. The offense has to come alive. And if the offense doesn't come alive, well, then why are we saying they're going to win by 40? They're not. So, now I do have a question. How's Eden Hazard?
Oh, yeah? How are your Golden Knights?
Well, they won 4. They won 4 until last night. But how's Eden Hazard? No. Actually, I'm proud of Robin Leonard. He actually did great in the shootout. So did Bruce. You know what's funny is they had 2 games that went to overtime. Nobody could score. Both games went to a shootout.
Yeah, but didn't they lose in the 3rd period? Or did they go to overtime?
I just mentioned 2 games out of the 4.
Yesterday? I'm talking about yesterday.
Oh, yesterday? No. They lost in the 3rd period. It was tied, and then I think it was Sorelli had scored. I don't remember the person who scored, but they scored it, and then there were more shots, more takeaways, whatever. Golden Knights couldn't make anything of anything. Hey, you know what's funny is there were too many. Tampa Bay had so many turnovers. I was like, dude, what the hell? Right? I was like, are you trying to lose? But the Golden Knights couldn't do shit with the they would get the puck probably 5 times in 2 minutes. I kid you not. And their shots would go wide, or they would be passing it around like you, me. How about you? Do you want to shoot it? No, I don't know. How about you? Oh, let me pass it to this guy. Now tell me about Eden Hazard. How's he doing?
I mean, he's been on the bench for like 2 months, and he literally started starting like this Sunday because like the guys that that lineup on his side had all caught COVID.
Mm.
So like that's why he's been starting. So let's see what happens. But all right, y'all. We're done here. Thank you for joining us for this live stream. Let me know what you all what your thoughts are regarding Washington's loss last night against the Eagles. What are your thoughts on Washington versus Dallas? Am I being too pessimistic? Does Washington have a chance? Depending on what their injuries look like, I have to keep on
Yeah, who
looking
knows
at
what
Twitter.
it's gonna be like Sunday.
Looking at, I have to keep on looking at Twitter to make sure that no other injuries or COVID more COVID breakouts happen. But we're out here, y'all. Jason, thanks for joining me, and I look forward to streaming the game Sunday night with you.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yep.
All right.